Future World community, welcome back to another video here with Cow Chris. And today I wanted to do another Piccolo gameplay video here. This one is going to be against. Thought this was actually a very good game. I didn't realize this guy was like previous God tier, so I know some people kind of care about you know, matches being in higher rank tier, you know, competitive on the client. It all really feels like the same thing to me, but past that, this actually was an incredibly good match against probably the best deck, what people would say in the game currently, which is the blue Vegeta. So I just wanted to kind of show this, just to show kind of, again, more so the power of this deck and what Piccolo actually has the ability of doing. So make sure you like and subscribe if you guys do enjoy the content, and if there's certain leaders you want to see me play against with Piccolo, let me know. Starting to see more and more of I'm starting to see different decks on the client now. For a few days there, it was just nothing but blue Vegeta, so hopefully we get some different decks here. So commentary wise here, I'll also show his hand too, just so you can see. So starting hand currently, this is probably one of the worst starting hands you can have against blue. You definitely want to see a destructive strength. I'm sorry, this is one of the better starting hands you can see, but you do want to see destructive strength in your opening hand. So I believe I go second. I think I go second. I don't remember actually. Let me check. I can't remember if I gone second or not. Okay, yeah, so I do go second. So this hand actually is very good for second. That's why I ended up keeping it. So against blue, you're ramping. I mean, you have to ramp turn 3, right? But then you have to be able to survive through the crit Vegetas that they're going to play. This is probably the best time to play this card is on turn 1. Because they can't use Vegito on their turn 2. They'll only have 2 energy. So which means that your Gohan's going to at least give you 1 ramp, which is very helpful. Past that, though, you really can't play it because they're just going to Vegito. So you kind of have to know when to when to play this card. So like you can technically play this card on turn 2 if they go second. Now they have to burn their energy marker to get rid of your Gohan. So that might be worth it. It might not be worth it depending on what their hand is. So you kind of have to bait that out if so. So you see here hand wise, I got a double striker, I got a Piccolo. Vegeta is the other good card to have in this particular situation because Vegeta allows me on turn 4 I can start popping their crit guys that I know they're going to play. So I end up charging a Piccolo since I drew a second one. We swing, we draw our second Gohan Secret Rare. Pretty solid. He ends up Gallic Gunning here, and I know the theme of most of these blue decks is to stay at a high life the entire game, but that doesn't work against green because green's also going to do the same thing. So the higher life you are, you're actually kind of in a worse situation because now you're going to have lack of resources, and green just outvalues blue as the game goes on. So he goes into turn 2, charges a Videl, plays a Go of Vegeta. And I'll say this is the first misplay he made this game, but also this happens a lot with Vegeta players because they're trying to stabilize and keep their life high. He doesn't take a life here, and I actually don't think he takes a life the entire game with the Vegeta, which ends up kind of being his downfall because he's not allowing himself the tempo more and having that extra card in hand. So he swings Vegeta at me. I combo out of Bulma, go to 25. Not worried about that. He swings leader. I believe I take this one, which then refills the card that he took out of my hand with the crit guy. So I go back up to 6. So then we go into our turn 2. We draw Seltzer Destroying. Easy card to charge. We can always grab that back off of Roshi, so we're not worried. So now we swing Gohan into the crit guy. We ramp. He gives me a Bulma. Oh no, it was a Videl. No, it was a Pilaf. I'm sorry, and he gave me Pilaf. So then I swing leader at it. And I combo and I go up to 20 just to get another card out of his hand. So then he gives me another 10k. So now he's down. That's 2 cards down. And he gave me his one Pilaf. He didn't want to give me the crit or the Vegito. Fair enough. So we keep him at 8. So now this turn is where he's going to slam Vegito, I believe. So he swings crit. I take this one. Just because I don't have anything good in hand to combo out. I need to keep the Vegeta in my hand. So then he swings again, takes me down to 5. I'll take this one here. And now he kind of has a decision to make. Does he awaken me? Does he not awaken me? Awakens me, I go to 20, I get an extra card in my hand, and then I can start pressuring his Vegeta without having to use cards. Then he bottom decks my Gohan here. Fine. But then he doesn't swing at me, so he keeps me at 5. It's like fair. Okay, so now we play Vegeta. This is your best card in this matchup to play on turn 4, because now he has to either, I swing this at the Vegeta, he has to either give me a card from hand and then I'm going to kill it anyways, or he just lets it die and then I don't have to waste the card from hand. So we kind of played this game of chicken a little bit. So we go to 5, we swing the Vegeta at his Vegeta, takes out of it, that's fine. Then I'm going to swing at his leader just so I get the draw. Going back, I could have swung my leader at the Vegeta to stop him from getting an extra card in hand. Didn't make too much of a difference, but it's those little plays you can kind of spot by doing these replays and just seeing what it is you could have did a little bit better. So he swings Vegeta at me again. I'm going to take this one, go down to 4. I'm okay with the card. He plays Trunks just to draw a second card. Swings Vegito at me, goes to 30. I end up awakening here to get my extra draw, and now I need to give him a 10k in order to, I'm sorry, I need to give him a super combo, I think. That's what I do. Yeah, I give him a super combo just to get out of that. Let's go to 40. And then he's going to play the crit guy. Again, not take a life. Again, he could be at almost awoken by now, if he would have taken both those lives. Uses the Bulma, makes the Vegeta a 30k crit, swings 30k, and then combos the Bulma, goes to 40. I'm just going to take this. It's fine. 40k crit. So he hits a Bulma, which is perfect, because I can always just get that Bulma back next turn with the Hercule. So now we go into my turn 4 here. I have 6 energy. Now we're just going to start cleaning up his board again. He just can't combo out of this stuff. He doesn't have the combo power in hand. And then we give him a, we go to 30 here, so now he has to give me a card. He doesn't want to give me any of those cards. So we kill the Vegeta, or the Vegito and the Vegeta. 6 energy, we play Roshi, so we use the Cells Earth Destroying, tap that, we grab that back to hand, so now we have Cells Earth Destroying. We end up charging a super combo, which is a little unfortunate. We play Hercule, and we get to add back, not 1, but 2 10k. So we just added 45k combo for the price of 3 energy. So as you can see here, almost double his hand size. Yes, he's at 7 life, but he's gonna start running out of resources here, and I have so much survivability in my hand. There's not much he can really do here. So he doesn't bottom deck anything on the first attack, so I know that this is my chance to just combo my board. Right, I played those cards. I already got the value off of them. I'll just combo them away. He plays another crit Vegeta. Like, okay, we got another crit Vegeta, so now I don't have to worry about double striker this turn. I don't have to worry about the Gohan. So he plays Bulma again, does the same thing. Makes this guy a 40k crit. He's going to swing at my leader. I'm sorry, he makes it a 50k, that's right, because now he drew his first peel off, so now he grabs back his peel off loop. Swings in for 50, and we get out of it with the Cells Earth Destroying and a Bulma. Now here's great because I actually can charge this card. I don't remember if I charge it. I do. Yeah, so it was a destructive strength. So I charge that, go to 7, and now next turn I have 8, which opens up my ability to use Special Beam Cannon and my leader effect. Alright, so now we have 8 energy. Destructive strength goes down again, so now we swing Vegeta at the Vegeta. Again, he can't do anything. This is it's so good about this card into blue, is because they can't give me cards from hand. You don't have many cards in hand. He can't combo this. He can't use this, and then he doesn't want to use this, right? So he's kind of just at a bad position. But if you've seen every Vegeta I've removed, he can't remove it because I'm just gonna, tax his hand. So now we play Gohan. We go to 40. I don't have Special Beam in my hand yet, so it's just not a good idea to play Special Beam. We go 40 in the leader. He can't combo out, so now we're gonna get the restand and swing a second time. Going back, I could have swung with my leader first, and then swung my leader at the Vegeta just to keep the Vegeta in active mode. It was always an option. We play Bulma. We ditch the other destructive strength from our hand to then grab another Earth Destroying Blow, which is it Cells Earth Destroying Blow? I always forget this card's name. Yeah, Earth Destroying Blow. So then we swing again at 40. We take him down to 5, and then we kind of leave him at 5, I believe. We don't want him to awaken this turn. There's just really no point. So I keep the energy up. Technically, I could have played Cell Jr., but I didn't have anything else to grab back. So like I could have grabbed back an Earth Destroying, but then I would be at 3 energy, and I already have Gigantic Meteor and Earth Destroying. So what I did was I kept the extra 2 energy up to make him think that I had another extra card in my hand. So he plays Gohan here. Again, super good for me. I've kind of tailored this game out pretty well. He's not really able to kind of play around my stuff. Like he's like I haven't seen a Vegeta. He hasn't like Zeno'd me because he comboed away the only Zeno he's had. So now we get this big 45k swing. Pretty easy. Again, we Earth Destroying. Get out of this one. Grab a Trunks, and then we just combo that. No, sorry, we combo a Piccolo to go to 50. Keep it even. 6 cards to 4. Swings his leader at me. Again, he doesn't really have a lot that he can combo here. So he uses his, I think that's his 4th Gallic Gun to go to 30. And then here, I don't remember what I do. Okay, so I end up taking it. I think my idea was that with the defense I have in my hand, if next turn he goes to double strike me, I can out combo him. So we go 20 in the leader. I think this is where he messes up. He combos his peel off, where he could have just taken the damage, right? So he gets out of that swing. Play Gohan, kill his Gohan, even trade there. We play Cells, and we grab Earth Destroying back to hand. And then we just pass. So we keep him at 5 because he decided to combo out of that attack. So I'm not gonna let him awaken. I'm gonna force himself to awaken himself. Swings 15, doesn't do anything. Not much he's got going on there. Now he plays the Secret Rare. Bounces any of these cards back to my hand, which they're all 10Ks, which is fantastic for me. Which is fantastic. So I go combo out, just combo the 2 cards out on board already out, and this Vegeta stayed on board the entire game. It's done a great job. I kept it on board instead of comboing that instead of the Cell, just because it is a 20k attacker. Plays the Trunks, restands, and then swings again. I think he swings just 30, and then we use Cell to Destroying again just to combo out. This way, I just wanted to see the extra card. I wanted to keep the Gigantic Meteor in my hand. Drew into a second Gigantic Meteor, which is super, super good for next turn, whether it's my offensive or my last defensive turn. So now we're going into 10 energy. We charge another card. Now we play Piccolo. We have the Special Beam Cannon. So now we're going to utilize that by popping the 5 cost. Now realistically here, what I could have did was I could have popped the Trunks, swung my leader, and then swung at the Vegito just to kind of continue the game on a little bit more. But regardless, I go 50 in the leader. He can't combo out of that, so he's going to take this. And then I swing again. Again, this is where I could have changed this a little bit. I could have gotten rid of the Trunks and then swung my leader into the Vegito and then just kind of burned some more cards out of his hand. So now we go into 40. Probably a mistake again. I could have maybe kept that card on board or maybe pressured with it. Another attack. But he takes that. He goes to 3. So now I know he's in a position where he's like, okay, he's probably going to try and kill me next turn. So he takes this attack again. This kind of notifies me that he has Vegeta in hand. So he's going to try to double strike me. So I keep the rest of my energy open. I think, I'm sorry. I play Hercule to grab back 2 cards. And I have 2 Gigantic Meteors in hand. So I grab back 2 Bulmas. And we're good. So going here, I could have actually kept the Vegeta on board. I could have kept the Vegeta on board because he's going to bottom deck either Hercule or Vegeta. And I could have kept that 10k on board, which it doesn't matter because we end up winning. But it does a little bit for what this play line is here. So this is kind of where, I mean, he misplays pretty hard here. But again, the events of the game kind of led up to this. So he plays Vegeta, and then he slams the Bulma. Now, the Bulma only gives you 10k if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, and he has 8 cards in hand currently. So he could have played like Mai, and then played this to get the 10k, but he didn't do that. So, I mean, that's part of the game, right? So he plays the Bulma, he doesn't get the 10k. So now he just goes and hands dump I think he goes to 110. I'm not mistaken. He goes to 110. And I get to 115 with the exact cards I have in my hand. Just very, very good math on my part. So we got 45 here. This takes us to 70, I believe. Yep. And then 80, 90, 100, 110, 115. So we get out by the skin of our teeth. But, I mean, that's kind of how this game is played, is you're just kind of playing for, especially against Vegeta, you're kind of just playing for that final turn. And we get the victory screen. So it's very good. So again, some mistakes that he made. I'll kind of go back here a little bit. Just kind of have this play while I'm talking. So he definitely misplayed by not taking his life, which would have allowed him to pressure me a little bit easier. Not saying it would have mattered, because I still would have, I was kind of like playing defensively regardless. And then the other thing was not utilizing his Bulma when he needed to, right? So also, I didn't see, I used one super combo that game. He saw, what, 2 or 3. I charged another one, so I also kind of was at a disadvantage at some of those, those instances. But that's kind of how the game goes. So that again is the deck there. That was a pretty good playthrough. If you guys want to see more of these, just let me know down below. Any comments or anything, let me know down in the comments. It was a good game again from him, just some misplays, but it's a client, so you don't really know skill level of people. But I mean, he made God tier, so he's got to be at least plays the game a lot, So, but that will do it for me today, guys. Thank you guys for supporting the channel and watching. As always, thank you, and I will see you guys in the next video.